Hello crafty friends and welcome to this tips and techniques video. I'm Anthony. In this video I'm going to show you a really easy to follow technique that will give you 0 wrinkles in your napkin decoupage. It's a really nice and simple technique to follow along. All you're going to need is some decoupage glue, an iron, some grease-proof paper, and of course those napkins. The technique is going to work on any flat surface, so whether it be made of cardboard, paper mache or wood, this technique is going to work for you. If you like the contents of this video, please click on the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and why not click on that notifications button as well. That will allow you to be notified of all brand new content that I upload to my YouTube channel. Right, without further ado, let's jump into the world of wrinkle-free napkin decoupage. So I have my napkin design and I have the surface that I'm going to put it on. This is just a wood slice. I've sanded it so it's nice and smooth for when the napkin goes on. So the first thing you need to do is just grab your napkin, and then you need to actually remove the other 2 layers of a napkin. Normally napkins are 3 ply, so let's just grab the first layer and we're just going to separate that. Okay, so that is layer number 1, and there is still 2 layers on here, so we just need the one with the actual image on, so it can be a little bit fiddly to separate them. There we go, I've got that one, so I'm just using a craft knife there to help separate. So just very carefully just take the other layer off. Okay, so there is our image there. So what I'm going to do is just cut that down a little bit to make it easier to work with. So there is our design that's going to fit nicely on there. But we just want to remove some of this material here. I've got a technique to show you how to do this nice and easily. So what I've got here is just some water. I'm just going to apply a little bit of water on the brush, and then I'm just going to dab around the outside of the shape like so. Just give that a couple of seconds, and then just very carefully just pull that away, and that's going to feather the edge of that napkin and make it blend in when we actually stick it on. So just go around the entire surface exactly the same way. So when you've gone all the way around the napkin, then just let that dry, and then we'll concentrate on putting some glue on the surface of this wood. So I'm just going to place the napkin that we have the design over where we want to put it, so it's roughly going to go there. So what I need to do is just use some decoupage glue just to go over the surface of the wooden area. Once you've applied enough glue, then just leave that to completely dry. So before we actually apply the napkin to the surface, just make sure that glue is completely and utterly dry. Once you know that, then place your napkin exactly in the position where you want. So if you want, you can measure it, but as you can see, we can move that around nice and easily, so we can play with the positioning before we actually stick it to the surface. Okay, which I'm going to leave it about there. I think that's near enough in the center for me. You could measure it if you wanted. Now get yourself some baking paper or some grease proof paper and just place that over your design. So make sure that your design doesn't actually move. Place that over the top like so. Now comes an iron. Okay, so this is actually a craft iron, but you can just use a normal iron, and then just start to go over where your napkin is. So what this is actually doing is melting the glue that had dried, and then it's actually sticking your napkin into place. So just keep on going over that until all of that napkin has stuck down. Okay, so keep on going over the surface of it, applying a little bit of pressure as you go. Okay, And then when you think you have it, okay, just peel that back, and as you can see now, our napkin has been stuck down. So I've just got a little bit there, so I'm just going to go back over that, okay, with that. And as you can see, we do not have one wrinkle on that napkin. So the next step, what we're going to do is you're going to use the napkin glue yet again, and we can go over the top of this just to seal it. So now we're just going to go over the rest of our design, and you don't have to be really that careful when you do this, because that napkin is definitely not going to be going anywhere. Okay, so just go all the way over your napkin. I'm going to go also to the edge of my log slice here, because obviously where the glue was, you could see where it then sort of like abruptly stopped. So you just want the whole piece of the log slice here to look the same tone. So I'm going to go over the whole lot, and of course that's actually sealing the napkin in place. I really love this technique because once you're finally finished, it will actually look as though that image from the napkin has actually been painted directly onto the surface of the wood. So just keep on going all over. So now I'm just going to leave that one to dry, and then possibly I'll go over with a second coat. So I've gone over with a second coat of decoupage varnish just to seal that napkin in. So yeah, the technique wasn't that exciting, it was actually really simple, but the thing is it achieves the results that we are looking for, and that is absolutely no wrinkles in that napkin. So it's going to work on any flat surface such as cardboard, paper mache, or indeed as we've done here, a wood slice. It's going to probably work on things like slate as well. Ceramics it will do, but just be careful of the heat you apply. But apart from that, you're going to have so much fun with this really simple technique. I hope you've liked the contents of this video. If so, please click on the like button, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and why not click on that notifications button as well. This will allow you to be notified of all brand new content that I upload to my YouTube channel. Until next time, happy crafting.